Hey everyone, you most likely... Oh, hello. I guess trying to get in the video. Subscribe if you like my cat. Anyway, you've probably seen this girl on TikTok.
Starts at,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Not.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens.
If not, then she's basically a TikToker who used to be a guy and now she's a girl. She's trans, which is fine, by the way. I just want to say right now, this video is not directed at trans people at all. This video is directed at her. This girl in particular. You see, it's a good job I've been calling her she, because if you do call her a he, she does not get happy.
She, her pronouns. I'm not sir.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Or at least it seems she doesn't get happy. You see, this girl's whole personality is that she is trans. That is it. She doesn't make content and then also happens to be trans. Her entire content is that she's trans.
You know that there was a trans celebrity in the 1950s.
Unfortunately, she makes her videos in public, which has caused quite a lot of controversy, which I'm going to be covering today. Back to what I said just now, when people call her a he, she gets very upset, or at least she says she's upset. You see, she will record her reaction and she just progressively gets more and more annoyed as her videos go on.
Thank you. Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir.
What?
Called me sir.
Oh.
It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
But you might be wondering, why is she recording this? I mean, it doesn't happen and then she starts recording. She's already recording. The recordings start before she gets misgendered and then they carry on. So what, does she just record her entire life? No, I don't think so. You'll notice when she gets misgendered, although she says things that would make her seem very upset, her face completely lights up. Like, she's excited. Like, yes, she's got more content, you know, she can get more views out of this.
Thank you so much. No, yeah. Thank you. I'm not a sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut.
It almost seems like she wants to get misgendered so that she can record it. And like I just said, she's already recording from the start, which then led people to start believing that, are her videos entirely real? Now, this bit right here is completely just speculation, but it does seem highly coincidental that she A, gets super excited when she gets misgendered, B is always recording when it happens, and C, always posts it on TikTok, which makes people believe that maybe it's not entirely real, it might be set up so that she can get more views. However, even if it is real, which it very well could be, that almost makes it worse. You see, she doesn't always take it out on the person that misgendered her, which, by the way, 90% of the time, they will always apologise for it. They'll always say, hey, I'm sorry. She'll just continue to be annoyed.
I meant to say man.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, okay.
What are your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her. Thank you for explaining.
Which I don't really understand. I would actually understand if it was someone who had known her for a really long time and they knew she was trans and they were misgendering her just to annoy her. But these are complete strangers. They don't know her. They have no prior knowledge of this girl at all. They're just using the first pronouns that come to her head. If she had specified beforehand, then that might be different, but she doesn't. She just expects everyone to know. And when they don't know, instead of being like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm actually a woman, she just tries to make them seem like a really bad person, which is incredibly rude when they have already apologized. Like I said, she doesn't only get them involved, she also, most of the time, will inform the people at the place that she's at about it, even though they have nothing to do with it. One instance in particular that went quite viral recently was when some people walking past misgendered her, and she then went and told the restaurant workers after they had left, even though the people weren't at the restaurant and had no association with it in any way.
Teens just walked by and were harassing me. There's nothing you could have done, but I just want to let you know. They started calling me sir and being really awful.
I really don't know what she thought would happen. She even admits in it, like, hey, by the way, I know there's nothing you can do about it, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Anyway, that's just the beginning. Like I said, her whole content is about her being trans. So she then starts directing her videos at a different audience. I'm gonna show you this video, and I want you to see who you think this video is directed at.
Hi friends! Today we're going to talk about something super important, what it means to be
transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn?
She's intentionally making these videos so that TikTok will put them through their made for kids For You page, algorithm, whatever. Basically, her videos will get recommended to kids and kids will see it and the parents will have no idea. Now, I don't personally think there's anything wrong with kids learning about this kind of stuff, but I think it's up to the parent. Like, you cannot just go ahead and tell kids. The same as going up to a kid and talking about sex to them. Like, I understand if you're the kid's parent, but you can't just go up to a random 8-year-old on the street and start explaining the birds and the bees. So people weren't happy about this at all, and we're talking no one was happy about this.
Hi friends! Today we're talking about something super cool called pronouns.
A lot of people from the trans community actually came out and said like, hey, we don't support this, we want to separate ourselves from her. Because the problem is, because she's such a big creator, people will look at her doing what she does and they'll think, why are trans people doing that? But no, it's not trans people doing that, it's her doing that. Like I said at the start of the video, this has nothing to do with the trans community, but it's her who unfortunately is the front of all trans people. People will look at her and think, why are trans people like this? It's a very similar situation with the whole That Vegan Teacher, where people didn't like the vegan teacher.
All of you that declared that you want to be vegan from now on, remember, this is our flag.
So they were therefore not like vegans in general. So I want to emphasize this again. The things I'm saying today are about her, okay? It is not about trans people, it's about her specifically. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, so she made a video on TikTok. Kids aren't on TikTok, so they're not gonna see it. First of all, yes, they are. Second of all, okay, let's say no kids see the video because you have to be over 13 to use TikTok, right? So, of course, no under 13s are going to be on TikTok. Let's just say that was the case. She then went out in public and started describing sexual terms. Now, doing this in public is one thing, but have a guess, where do you think she did this? Do you think it was A, an office building, B, an over 18s club, or C, Disneyland? Yeah, she went into Disneyland and started talking about sexual things, which I don't even know if I can show on this channel because it's very clear what she was meaning.
This summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I noticed some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand.
Round kids, and she even acknowledges it. She literally says in the video like, okay guys, I think I might get banned. Like, yeah, you might.
I'm gonna get banned from Disney. I swear, we're about to get banned from Disney.
But that isn't really the issue. The issue is that you're saying these things in front of kids. And after people came at her for that, she was like, what? You're saying that trans people can't have free speech? Well, no, we're not saying that. We're saying that you can't talk about those sexual things in public. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're trans. If it was two straight people sitting in Disneyland talking about what they're gonna do later on in bed, that would be just as bad. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's trans. And that's something that, although I said like, yeah, other people are kind of linking it to trans people, she's doing it as well. She's hearing these things people are saying about her and she's like, come on, trans people, we can't have them saying these things about us. No, we're saying it about you. You specifically, not the trans community, you. You don't represent the trans community. Unfortunately, you are starting to represent the trans community, but you shouldn't. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts. Comment down below what you think. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. You don't have to, but it really helps. Have a good day and goodbye.